Welcome to the Volume 2 edition of Gridlife Digest, the weekly culture and gaming podcast, and the number one... I don't have a number one for you this week, but get ready, because this one's a great one. It's me, ya boy, the San Francisco treat, Eli Shaw, bringing you another Volume 2. This is going to span episodes 11 through 20. I only picked 5, so as to not go past like an hour or so. And yeah, it's got some great highlights, some great moments. Not just topics, we got moments now that are hitting you hard. They're going to be remembered for years, for decades even. All right, let's get started. The first one I got for you, I don't really remember how we got here, but somehow Tinky Winky, the Teletubbies were brought up. And we got into a very... not heated, but like deep diving discussion about Teletubbies and Tinky Winky and his, or her, I don't know, its role in society and culture. All right, let's get to it.
Anyone actually like Barney though? Like, let's be real.
I did.
here.
I loved it.
That shit just like creeped me out more than
Barney,
anything.
Dragon Tales, and the Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
I want
Teletubbies.
I fuck with
Teletubbies were
Teletubbies.
legit. Like I had DVD or no, I had VHS.
Yeah, it's like you didn't have no DVDs. You had VHSs.
Yeah.
Let's get that
I
fact
had
straight.
like really gigantic stuffed animals of each of them, and apparently, like whenever I would go anywhere, I would scream and cry unless I had like one specific one with me. Which is crazy because like I look back at I watch the Teletubbies now and it's insanely creepy.
It's
Like
disturbing.
it's crazy
It is
how creepy it
strange.
is.
Like-
And watching it in black, you should watch it in black and white sometime.
I might. I just might. You know, it's what were those guys on while making that show? It's like what sort of substances were being consumed? I would like to know.
Hey, it's just some monsters with TVs on their stomach, and the moon is the sun is a baby.
Totally
and,
normal.
mustard.
It's totally
They have kids now. I don't know how that happened.
What?
But the internet's freaking out about it. You haven't seen? Oh
No,
my
I
God.
thought
Yeah.
I didn't know
the
it was still
Teletubbies
happening.
had children.
That's disturbing with
and-
each other.
I don't know.
with the sweeping like robot guy in the
Oh
house?
God, I don't even want to.
vacuum cleaner?
I don't want to
The
think about
vacuum
it.
cleaner. I was only
Okay,
9
so
years
I'm
old.
looking it up. The vacuum also had babies.
Who?
There's so many of the babies. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. There's a ton of them. I also love that like the only food they ever consume is like those stale ass pecan sandies that are like oversized.
Oh gosh.
I thought those were pancakes.
I don't even know what they are.
What? Okay, I'm gonna go to the official Teletubbies wiki. We're gonna get
Yes.
Teletubbies wiki.
So let me get to the names of the babies. We got Mimi, which is hey, Mimi's fine. Mimi's fine. We got Min.
Teletubbies wiki. Oh my god, it exists.
We
Of course
got
it exists,
Bob,
dude.
The Tiddly Tubbies.
We got Pink, we got Umby Pumby, and then my personal favorite, Dougal D.
Oh my
Just
god.
when you thought they could run out of names with the original show,
Those are
No, we got-
creepy. Those are so
we
creepy
got a
looking.
bunch more.
Oh my god.
You should watch this scene.
There's a
like,
2015
scene-
series. I didn't know even there was a 2015 series.
Yeah. That's where it's like it's happening. They're taking over.
No, they're so creepy. No.
Yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this.
Oh, I can't. I said Teletubbies wiki jokingly, and it's like super in depth. Like all of the episodes,
Okay.
all of the characters.
Fan fiction.
Apparently, the name of their house has a legitimate name, and it's called the Tubbytronic Superdome.
I had no idea. Honestly. I want a Tubbytronic Superdome. That sounds awesome.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala,
Kinky
Poe.
Winky? What? Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
Not Kinky
He was the
Winky.
purple one,
They
right?
have kids,
Yeah,
So
I think so. I mean, they did have
Yeah.
kids, so
Poe was the red one, I think.
yeah, Poe was
Yeah.
the red one.
Lala was yellow, so Dipsy was the green one.
yeah, the
That
greenish
makes sense.
yellow
The green
one.
one is pretty. Yeah, that looks like that'd be his name, his or her name.
Poe is played by Pui Fan Lee.
Oh, this is something else.
All right.
So Teletubbies
Tiddly
25th.
So
It's ongoing. It's not over.
The
No,
story
they
is
just
not
had
over.
the kids. Like
Oh, this is like a new.
weeks
This is
ago.
like an event.
Yes.
Yeah.
they've been pregnant
The
this whole
revival
time.
series is what it's called.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they have an official website.
God.
Hit me up with all the merch.
Of course they do. They don't have merch.
I mean,
They have an app.
No.
No. It's nothing sacred. Just-
Who's who?
Tell-
Watch.
tell
Ooh,
Toby
exclusive
should've died.
clips. There we go.
no, I don't need that. So trivia, unlike the original series, which was filmed on a private field in Warwickshire, the reboot is filmed in a BBC studio and uses a green screen to add the realistic effect. So yeah, this is some
Wow.
cheap ass Teletubbies happening.
Lame.
Yeah,
Not
I
my
don't like anything
Teletubbies.
about not hashtag not my Teletubbies. Get out of here.
Make
It's
Teletubbies-
talking
I want to
about
platinum
how-
a Teletubbies game.
Yes, please.
Is there a Teletubbies game that has a platinum? To platinum?
No, I mean, I highly doubt it, but if there is,
That would
I
be.
need
It
it.
better be an easy platinum.
Why should be like the hardest thing
Yeah,
ever?
it's like just super fucking grindy.
I'm looking
100
at,
hours of gameplay.
List of awards that the Teletubbies have won. They won the most edgy program of the last 50 years award.
What does that even
What?
mean?
I don't know.
It's an award.
Yes. They also won greatest impact program of the last 50 years.
50 years? There's so many better shows.
Most edgy program of the last 50 years. I want to know what else was nominated for that.
Okay, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Teletubbies? Edgy?
Badass.
Edge.
Badass? No. Like, what the fuck? Edgy award.
Baller.
Baller. Yeah, there you go. I mean, they got TVs
There's a whole
for
section
stomachs.
talking about the cult following, though. The mixture of bright colors, unusual designs, repetitive nonverbal dialogue, ritualistic format, and a character forays. What does that even mean? What is that word?
Foray?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the context.
Occasional forays into physical comedy appealed to many who perceive the program as having psychedelic qualities.
I mean, it is psychedelic. Okay, so wait, that seems a little. So I looked up the definition of foray: a sudden attack or incursion into enemy territory, especially to obtain something, a raid. That's obviously not what it is in this context. So that's why
Teletubbies be rating.
they'd be raiding.
Have you heard of the Tinky Winky controversy?
No, I haven't. Please let us know. Enlighten
Okay,
us.
so in 1999, this chick, alleged that the character was a gay role model because he held something that resembled a woman's purse.
Oh my gosh.
He warned
I
parents
see.
that Tinky Winky could be a covert homosexual symbol.
They're gonna
because
catch the gay.
He is purple, the gay pride color, and his antenna is shaped like a triangle, the gay pride symbol.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Fucking Illuminati shit.
The BBC made an official response explaining that, quote, Tinky Winky is simply a sweet technological baby with a magic bag. He's not gay. He's not straight. He's just a character.
So he's bi.
No, he's asexual.
They even brought in a psychologist who stated, quote, "The opinion of a leading sexologist who maintains that this series has no negative effects on a child's psychology is perfectly credible."
Does this all check out? Is this going to make my child gay?
Despite the objections, the Independent on Sunday's editor included Tinky Winky as the only fictional character in the 2008 inaugural Happy List, alongside 99 real-life adults recognized for making Britain a better and happier place.
I'm sorry?
This is I don't know how to
So a
handle this.
newspaper included Tinky Winky in a list of 100 people that supposedly make Britain a better and happier place.
Dude, Tinky Winky is up there with like all the greatest heroes of history.
I just love the whole Tinky Winky could be a covert homosexual symbol part.
I'm gonna just that's my own headcanon. It's like it's all just gay propaganda. And that's why it's edgy. That's the only reason. That's the only reason how it makes sense. Man.
It was edgy.
The
for
Washington
right reasons.
Post wrote a column that stated that lesbian comedian Ellen DeGeneres was out as the chief national gay representative, while trendy Tinky Winky was in.
Tinky Winky is in. Well, this just means I can use the Teletubbies for the thumbnail, so this is great.
Yes, fantastic.
So the topic for this moment was basically, it was guilty pleasures. And of course, our Emma has no guilty pleasures. She's open about all of her indulgences and whatnot. But she decided to bring up something she's very passionate about. And that's Kids Bop. We get into Kids Bop pretty heavy in this episode. We ask all the important questions, you know, what kind of songs should Kids Bop do? Like, what happens about explicit songs, you know? How do they get around that? Obviously they're popular, but how do you get kids to make songs appropriate for Kids Bop? Who knows? We're not Kids Bop experts. I mean, Emma is, but we're not like the people making Kids Bop. We're fans. We know what it is. We enjoy it every now and then. There's some good ones out there. I guess the message of this one was just, hey listeners, check out Kids Bop. Why not? Why don't you?
I want to know your guys' guilty pleasures.
Oh God, that's a good topic.
For me, it's kind of weird because I'm very like open about things. Like if I like something, you know, no matter what it is, like I don't mind being like, yeah, I freaking love this. So like there's nothing that I'm necessarily like ashamed that I like because I just kind of own it. But one thing that I very much enjoy that nobody else that I've ever met does, and they tell me that it should be a guilty pleasure. But I thoroughly enjoy listening to Kids Bop.
That is
Really?
the tentpole definition of a guilty pleasure right there.
What?
Like
I thought you
I-
ironically liked them. I didn't.
Wow.
I do, but it's like by no means do I think it's good. Okay. Like it is not good. But for some reason I love listening to Kids Bop. I just think it's like really funny, and because I'm such a music snob, and it's just like hearing like all these songs that I love like sung by these kids, like there's something I just love it so much. Like the first Kids Bop album, if you've not listened to it, it is a gem. It is a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you.
Let's look at the set list on this motherfucker. Keep
Yeah,
going.
it's got I'm Blue. It's got
God.
All Star.
No, really?
Yes.
I'm listening to this one. I'm
So like
done.
late 90s.
It's got All the Small Things. Yes, late 90s.
Oh god.
All the
man,
Small
you
Things,
got me.
Kids Bop is
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check
Amazing.
this out.
Their
better than your
rendition of Nickelback's Photograph.
No.
Because the
man.
first like 10 or so, like if you listen to modern day Kids Bop, it's all kids singing, you know.
Yeah.
But the first like 10 or so albums, it's like this older guy with a very raspy voice and this like random chick that are like obviously like they're trying too hard to be taken seriously. So they're just like, yeah, let's do Kids Bop, you know? But yeah, I mean, like, oh yeah, some of my personal favorites, All the Small Things, Photograph, Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
No way.
course.
I need to hear these.
They do that I'm in love with the Coco. And
Oh,
it's
no.
Really?
the most hysterical
Oh
thing.
no.
It's about chocolate milk. It's this kid
Of course it is.
screaming about chocolate milk.
Oh my god.
It is fantastic. Like, I'm telling you. I love Kids Bop. I was going to see them. They're coming to Tulsa in November.
Them.
And I was going to go see them in concert.
The Kids Bop organization.
But the tickets were a little more than I ever intend to pay to see Kids Bop. So I'll have to see
How
them
much
next
were
year.
they?
Yeah, we need to know.
Tickets were like $30-something, but that was, you know, before fees and everything. And I'm not paying like $40-something to see Kids Bop.
It doesn't matter how good your
that's
version of
too
Photograph
much.
is.
But I got like coupons in the mail. I don't know how, but like I got emailed like coupons for the Kids Bop concert, and like so I could have gone for like $18 or so. But it's in Tulsa, and that's like 45 minutes to an hour away. So I'll definitely see him next year, for sure.
You gotta go. You gotta just give us the inside scoop. Like, what would that even look
I just
like?
want a concert, like I just want a T-shirt. I gotta vlog the experience, like.
I went to a Kids
It'll
Bop
happen.
concert in all caps with exclamation point. Like I can see the branding right now. So this thing has 30 songs on it. Like these are substantial pieces of
Kids
content.
Bop releases like 2 to 3 albums a year. Like in 2016, they
Jesus.
released like 7 albums in
'Cause I'm-
2016 alone.
I just Googled Kids Bop and I'm looking at all the different albums and there's a Kids Bop 36. It's like,
Yeah, I
What-
think
what- what-
37 came out.
when are they gonna stop?
I'm just waiting for Kids Bop
Never.
69. Personally.
Yeah.
Like they can just stop there. They're peaked.
Yeah.
I need to hear All Star though. Like I'm an All Star enthusiast, so I need to get on this.
No,
Yeah.
I can't believe I never did this before, but I'm totally going to like just start playing Kids Bop in my car to troll my friends now.
What have you done, Emma?
I'm telling you, like, I hope that you too will appreciate like the amazingness that is Kids Bop.
Oh yeah, I definitely will, but instead of appreciate the amazingness, I'm probably just gonna like start laughing my ass off.
Just a little brighten your day a little bit with some Kids Bop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can you name any of the Kids Bop kids? Like that,
Heck
or
no.
any of
How
them?
many kids have they gone through?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Right.
Is there a recruitment process? Is there like a list of kids that they hire? Like how does this all go down?
Kids
I've
Bop.
only ever owned one Kids Bop album, and that was when I was younger, and I had the Kids Bop 10 CD, which is still a banger.
Banger. Saying it here. Kids Bop 10 certified banger.
When I listen to Kids Bop 10, like it's so nostalgic. They got some good songs on there.
It's on Spotify, everybody. So
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's right there in front of you.
You can get every single Kids Bop album on Spotify. Kids Bop sings the Beatles. Kids Bop goes country.
No.
I mean,
no.
Oh god.
Is there just a
What-
dedicated Smash Mouth album?
I don't think so, but
Dang
that
it.
better happen.
Dang it. I feel like it's too late for that. Like it would have happened by now.
However, if you YouTube Kids Bop Rap God,
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's great. That's all I'll tell you. Is it's pretty great.
Is that real? I thought that was fake.
It is fake. It is fake, but it's fantastic.
It's
Okay,
so good.
nonetheless.
So-
So I'm gonna say something real quick. So I googled if there were any stars that came out of Kids Bop, and I guess there was. So
Seriously?
Ross Lynch. I have no idea.
He
who
was
that
on
is.
Kids Bop? No
Yeah.
way.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no idea who this person is.
Neither do I. But
Okay,
I
he
guess
was
do.
on. He was on the Disney
was on, like,
Channel
Disney
show
Channel.
Austin and Ally. Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, and it was
And
a
he's
pretty
like-
good show.
he's in the band R5 with like his brothers and stuff. They're a pretty popular band, but yeah, like he got his big break through Disney Channel. So if you weren't watching Disney Channel, you're probably not going to know who
Yeah.
Ross Lynch is. But yeah, I didn't know he was a Kids Bop kid. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
said he was in a Kids Bop video in 2009. So I guess
Dear
that.
God.
Yeah, I don't know what video it was. And then there's also Zendaya.
Oh, really?
No
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Wow.
Zendaya.
I don't know who she is either, but
She was
She
in How to
plays
Spider-Man
MJ in the
Homecoming.
new Spider-Man movie.
Don't say, yeah, she's not MJ.
She what?
I hate
She
that so
plays
much.
MJ in the Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh,
But,
she
like,
does?
Yeah.
What the heck?
She again got her start on Disney Channel. She was in Shake It Up and did
Shake
like
It Up.
dancing and singing and stuff. But yeah,
Wow.
she's the new MJ.
Pretty good
Okay.
show, if I might add.
Back when Bella Thorne wasn't legitimately insane.
Good times. Good times.
She's in that Netflix thing now too. Is she? I didn't know she was crazy. Bella
She's definitely different than how she used to be.
Yeah,
She-
she's just again one of those Disney Channel kids that,
That just
like
She
loses
just
their
kinda, like,
mind.
went off the deep
very
end.
much trying to distance herself from being a Disney kid.
Who has
So
successfully
another,
done
Miley
that?
Cyrus.
Because like,
Miley Cyrus.
yeah, but like,
Right?
Seriously?
who did that and like didn't like screw their life up? I mean, Miley Cyrus obviously successful, but not really
Well, like,
the role model you'd like to have.
See, she just hardcore went through a phase though.
Yeah,
Like she's slowly coming out of it, which I've always called. I always said that was going to happen. She will go on a Hannah Montana reunion tour, and I'm going to be front row.
front
You
row.
heard it
all
here
right.
first.
All
You
right.
heard
I
it
don't
here first.
see a Hannah
Put
Montana.
this in writing.
That's not happening.
That's not. Yeah, I don't feel
It's
like
never
that's happening.
coming
I feel
back.
like
You
she
know
was a
what?
respectable artist there for a sec, and then just went off the deep end. But
she's
I
coming
don't know.
back from
I'm not
that.
an expert. I'm not a Miley Cyrus expert, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Front
Well, yeah,
row.
but-
All right. We'll see.
There's Selena Gomez, right? Is she okay or no?
Yeah, she's more than okay. She's really good.
She's more than okay. Okay. Okay.
Like her music, I like her older stuff better than her newer stuff, but some of her new stuff is pretty good too.
Mhm.
She's like a positive role model. She doesn't do anything crazy like that. So yeah, Selena Gomez.
Okay. So it's not as grim dark as I had thought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good. That's good.
Plus, like when
good on her.
she was on the Disney Channel, good content. Like
content.
Wizards of Waverly Place,
Yeah.
that,
Good
that was a
content.
quality show.
It's a
Quality.
legitimately good show. Like,
I watched about 2 episodes of it ever, so I have no
dude.
reference.
Man,
It's like Harry Potter Part 2.
Part 2. Is it all in the same universe? Because that would be crazy.
I mean, it might as well be.
It might as well. It's all the same.
Dang.
Out of all the stuff that I've wanted to watch because of the show, that is not one of them. But I appreciate the appreciation.
Is that on Netflix still?
I just have no idea.
Yeah, hell if I know.
Probably in Pakistan or something, but not in U.S.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've perused Netflix quite a bit.
I know there was the movie. Like, I don't remember it, but there was a movie. And yeah, I probably watched episodes of it here and there at my grandma's house because I didn't have TV growing up as a kid.
Oh, yeah,
So
there was a movie. That movie was.
it was good. Was it like
Yeah, it was
just
good.
like a finale kind of?
the movie wasn't really the finale.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They
really.
they kind of set it up to be, but it ended up not being.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the show was just like too popular for them to end it with the movie.
Yeah,
I feel
not
keep
like
the steam
Drake and
train
Josh.
rolling.
Rip.
Yep.
Another show I only saw like 2 episodes of, despite everyone loving it
What?
so much. Yeah, I
Are
was
you
I was
kidding me?
deprived of a lot of these
Dude,
things.
that is like a classic.
Literally, I would watch a show. I would try to get into a show like when I was younger, and my mom was like, "I don't like that show," so I never watched that show again.
Oh,
Uh,
dude.
So I was deprived of a lot of things.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah,
All right, less Wolfenstein, more Drake and Josh.
I gotta finish Wolfenstein first, and then I'll get right on that. Unless there's Nazis in Drake and Josh.
Dude, all right, add it to the
They-
watch along list.
All right, we're gonna have a long watch along list at this
Yeah.
point.
Did
All
I
the
tell my
Shreks.
Did I tell my Drake and Josh story?
I don't think you did.
No?
Okay.
What?
So I, you know how on like DVRs you can set it to like record like every possible
Yeah.
episode that comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I did that on Drake and Josh on my grandma's DVR, and so my grandma was like flipping through the DVR once. She was like, "Why the heck is there 70 hours recorded of Drake and Josh?"
Nice.
It's so good.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know, I didn't do that. But
It's so
Drake and
good.
Josh is legitimately good. Like, it is a legitimately
good.
good show. I mean, to this day, it still stands up.
That intro theme song, dude, so good, so good.
yeah.
How many seasons did that go for?
It actually wasn't on for as long as you think. I think it was like 2004 to 2007, which is only like 3 years.
Yeah, it's hardly any time.
I thought it was on way longer. Okay, all right.
Right, I know. Like when I was a kid, it just
They started
seemed like,
looping
you
it
know,
afterward. Just
Right, it was Drake and Josh was huge, but then like you look back now, you know, all these shows are on like their 15th season.
Yeah. There's only 4 seasons.
so
It's crazy.
before we get too far from Kids Bop, this was actually a legitimate topic of mine at one point. I just wanted to know what songs would be genuinely improved by Kids Bop. And my answer was gonna be Rap God, but I guess that exists and someone did that, even if it's fake. I just wanted to hear it.
You need to listen to it. Oh my god.
I will. But like, are there any songs that would like really be improved by Kids Bop that you can think of?
I don't see anything being improved.
Improved? Not at all. Like, there's some trash songs out there that could probably
Oh,
even
like-
for
like what?
joke factor. Like, what would make them enjoyable? Like, what songs
Fuck.
would be rendered enjoyable if they're sung by a group of kids?
I'm just trying to think of terrible music right now.
Yeah.
I always enjoy listening to the Kids Bop renditions of like rap songs or hip hop songs because they have to literally change like every word.
See, that would have
And
been
it's-
all my answers.
It's just hysterical,
Oh.
like what they come up with. Like Thrift Shop is golden.
Oh
Wow.
god.
I can't even like picture what they would say.
Even their version of "Closer" by the Chainsmokers is like great.
Well,
So
there we go.
I don't want to hear them try and sing Rack City.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Well, like yeah, what would they replace the bitch with? Like,
Or any of it with
Probably
Oh,
girl, just
yeah,
girl.
anyway.
respectable
No, in the
woman.
yeah. In the clean version, he would say chick. So I don't know, but even that's probably too much for Kids Bop.
Yeah, Kids Bop. Yeah, I don't know. Just like any like hip hop song or like really like explicit thing. Like I just want to hear them say it.
It's
honestly.
crazy because they do it.
Yeah.
Like, if a song is popular, they're gonna cover it, no matter how like explicit it is. And that's another reason why why I love listening to it. It's just hysterical to see what they come up with.
And then like anything by Fetty Wap, that'd be
Right?
that'd be interesting.
So I just thought of mine. I want to hear them do 9 Inch Nails' Closer. That's my pick.
Oh yes.
I just want to hear what they come up with. And if you don't know the song, just look at the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do that as a legitimate topic. It was just an idea. It was just
No.
like a spitballed idea I had at some point at work,
Yeah.
probably.
It was kind of like
They
a subtopic.
have a Halloween album, and
Well, there you go.
the last song on that is just called like Spooky Noises.
Oh dear.
Spooky noises.
And it's exactly what you would think it would be.
Spooky noises in the night. I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
It's just them like making quote unquote spooky noises.
I'm a ghost, Kids Bop 10. Yeah,
They do
it's-
Monster Mash. They do Ghostbusters. They do Disturbia by Rihanna is on that
Whoa,
album.
that's a little
And
weird.
That's probably one of my favorite covers. Just like if
forgot
you
that song even existed.
the song itself, like the Rihanna song is really freaking good. Let me tell you. They sing it like offbeat. Like it's almost like certain parts of the song are almost rapped. And it's just great. I need to like give you guys a list of like good Kids Bop songs. Well, quote unquote good Kids Bop songs. And just have you listen to them because boy, it's an experience for sure.
So I wonder if they could take a song that's like totally explicit and somehow work with it. Cause have you heard the song? Oh, it's terrible. It's Deep Throat by Cupcake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I wonder if they could take something that just totally just terrible and do that, which they probably couldn't, because that's all that is about. It's just her saying "hump me, fuck me."
Daddy wanna make me choke.
Yep, it's terrible.
Yeah, the music video is pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Kids Bop is my guilty pleasure for sure. Even though I'm very open about the fact that I do enjoy Kids Bop.
Uh-huh.
I need to eventually buy every album physically so I can just own every Kids Bop album.
So all 37 albums, including the
Dear Lord,
Halloween.
yes,
That's-
including Halloween and
Country.
all their
That is-
spin-offs.
Country.
That is a dangerous amount of money you want to give to Kids Bop.
What is
They've
that?
released like literally like 7 Kids Bop like gold greatest hits albums.
No. Yeah, just give us a list and then we'll go through them. Because
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I gotta
Just
at least
listen
hit
to the-
All Star at
Yes.
the very
Listen
minimum.
to the first like 3 seconds of Photograph and you will understand. You'll understand everything. Your life will have new meaning.
Just clairvoyance all of a sudden.
Oh my god.
Everything makes sense
And then-
now.
Yeah, y'all can thank me later for bringing this back into your life because it's everybody knows about Kids Bop, but not everybody knows how amazing it is.
Intimately, no Kids Bop.
Right. You know Kids Bop, but do you really know Kids Bop?
Would you consider yourself a Kids Bop enthusiast?
I would. There's not enough of us in the world out there.
All right, if we make this the #1 Kids Bop podcast, we can hit up the charts of iTunes, and then just reach that small, very quiet majority that is out there, just craving some analytical discussion on Kids Bop. Like, we can provide that for them, but
My dream is to meet the Kids Bop kids, so let's make it happen.
I just want to know how many like phases of kids. Like, are they like the Power Rangers, where like they get rebooted like every
It
season?
So in this segment, Matt's topic was what was like the first video game that we remember playing, and his was Shrek related. So expect a bit of a Shrek tangent here. Of course, we all love Shrek at Gridlife Digest. I think I can speak for everyone in saying that. Matt and I especially love Shrek, but the others, they appreciate Shrek, except Shrek 3 and Shrek 4, which are absolute garbage. But yeah, expect a lot of Shrek talk in this one. There's a little bit of other video game talk, but a lot of Shrek.
I'm going to channel Emma here with a video game topic.
All right.
Something I've never done before, just because I never really had a good one. But so I want to talk to you guys about. Do you remember what your first video game is? And do you still have it? Do you remember playing it? Stuff like that. So for me, when I was about 6 years old, my dad bought me for the Game Boy Advance. He bought me Shrek 2. And,
Wow, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay.
my dad, we were pretty new to the U.S. because came from Poland. So I think at this point we were living here for 2 years. So my dad, not really like he didn't really know what he was buying me. He thought that he was buying like a movie, like a Shrek 2 movie or something.
Shrek 2
because,
movie.
I know it's kind of like a meme now to like Shrek, but like
Yeah, Shrek is like absolutely a meme.
that
Hey,
was
Shrek 2 is amazing.
the Shrek movies were like my favorite movies as a kid, and like I saw all of them in theaters. So my dad assumed he was buying me like a DVD or something, but turns out it was like a video
Game
game
Boy cartridge.
Yeah. So
And his
then-
life was changed forever.
yeah. So then later on, like I don't remember how long. It was probably like maybe 6 months to a year, maybe a little bit less. But my grandma, she bought me a Game Boy Advance so I could play. It was a Game Boy SP.
Oh, the
And,
clamshell one.
Yeah. She bought me that, and so then I could finally play this Game Boy game that I've had for so long, but was never able to play. And
So you just had the game? You didn't. What did you do with it?
nothing, like, because my dad thought it was like a movie or something. So he said like, oh, you can't really do anything with it right now, but maybe later on we can get you, the system or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't really remember the exact conversation, but it went something like that. He told me like I would be able to play it at some point, and then eventually my grandma got me the Game Boy, and I was finally able to play it, and that was like the first ever like video game like that I played that it wasn't like a computer game, because like I played games before on like the computer. But this is like the first like quote unquote real game I played, and like I probably would have gone into games, regardless eventually, but who knows if it hadn't been for that. And like I still have that cartridge. It's in my like drawer, and yeah, like for what it's worth, like it was a pretty good game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
What was it? Like a
And-
platformer or what? 'Cause I just imagine like Game Boy games at the time.
Yeah, kind of like you could control Shrek, and it was just like the plot of Shrek 2 basically. There were like five books or whatever, and then each book had like 5 levels in it. And yeah, you could play as like Shrek, play as Donkey, you could play as the cat, Puss in Boots or whatever. One of the levels you could play as like the little cookie monster thing.
Cookie Monster?
The gingerbread man?
Yeah, that's what I meant. All right,
Cookie Monster thing.
it's been a while since I played the game.
Yeah, no,
alright?
that's fine. That's fine. I totally get it. But that's just funny.
I can't believe I said that, but yeah, what it's worth, pretty good game, and I still have it. So yeah.
More heroes than Battlefront 2.
Pretty good game, pretty good movie.
Like 10 out of 10, I would give it.
10 out of 10. Damn, IGN. What was
I
that
agree.
reviewed? I gotta see what this was reviewed on IGN. Hold on.
I had the Shrek 2 PS2 game, and yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, you see, someone agrees with me.
I'm sure they were different. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
they're
it's
very
got a
different.
it's got a
7.9.
7.9 out of 10. That's incredible.
Yeah,
I was not
dude,
expecting
I'm telling
that.
you.
Dang, they must be
Game.
onto something here.
Well, they were.
the Lost Vikings go to a far, far away land and the best GBA Shrek yet. How many GBA Shreks have there possibly been? Wow, Vicarious Visions. Wow, that's very impressive.
It is.
High praise. Best GBA Shrek yet.
These graphics look horrendous. I'm just looking at screenshots.
It's GBA.
It's GBA. Well, there are some beautiful GBA games, but those are all like mainly like the Nintendo first party stuff. Man, Minish Cap. I miss Minish Cap. That's a great game. 7 point. That exceeded my expectations. I might have to check this out. Never.
You might.
I might look at a video of it.
That emulator.
You might copy or get an
Yeah,
emulator.
get an emulator just for Shrek 2.
Bro, it's worth. Trust me.
I
There
might.
were so many Shrek 2 GBA combo packs. I'm looking it up. They had Madagascar and Shrek 2.
Oh, dude.
They had Shark Tale and Shrek 2.
Dude, remember Shark Tale?
I remember.
I
I
remember.
don't want to talk about it. They had Penguins of Madagascar and Shrek 2.
Man,
Oh, yo, I actually had that Penguins game, yo.
Hey.
If I remember
awesome.
correctly, it was pretty good. I played way too much of it, though.
I mean, back then we played way too much of a bunch of really shitty games.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
movie tie-in games.
Shout out to Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I mean that's like the best example though. To be fair, it doesn't get much better than that.
Do you guys remember like what your first games were?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know specifically which one the first one was. All right, I'm gonna go first. That's cool because
Go
I
for
gotta
it.
leave right after.
Okay.
So my cousins are like 5-10 years older than me, and so that my cousin Chris he's big into video games. At least he was back then. So he had a Nintendo 64, and a child, very small child with a Nintendo 64, man. I feel like Smash was probably one of my first games. The original Smash. And maybe Kirby and the Crystal Shards, which is way too complicated for someone who doesn't know how to play video games, for sure. I hated it, but I loved it at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember playing Super Smash Brothers, and I knew who Mario was, but other than that, I had no idea who any of the other characters were. So
What's a Pikachu?
I know who Pikachu was because of cartoons.
Oh, okay.
So the Pokemon, I knew who they were, of course.
Yeah. What's a
and
Samus?
Yeah, no idea what Samus was. I knew Link had a sword. Fox was a fox with a gun.
Fox with a fox with a gun.
Ness was like this cool kid that with a backwards baseball cap,
Yeah,
and
he was so
had
cool.
a yo-yo. Yeah, Ness is my dude. But yeah, Super Smash Brothers, I'll say was, if not my very first game, one of the very first, and it kind of set up the way I like view all those characters now. Like, no idea what Zelda was, no idea what Star Fox was really.
Yeah.
And so all those characters to me like originated with Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, my first game was Ocarina of Time. That's the first game I ever consciously remember existing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one. So that set me out on the path of where I am today pretty quick. That's absolutely Nintendo 64, and then like later like CTR after that.
Yeah.
And then eventually moving into the next generation after that. But Ocarina of Time was my first impression of games, and then the beginning of Majora's Mask. I never played that game fully until way later on because it's pretty complicated for a little kid. But yeah, just the beginning of the game, I remember being like way scarier than it was actually. Like you look at it now, it's like totally fine. But even Ocarina of Time, like there's a part in the Kakariko Village where you go to the spider house. Like that I remember being like the most terrifying thing ever. And you look at it now, it's like not even that bad. But at the time it was terrifying.
Was that like in the beginning of the game?
Semi. Like once you get to the village, then you can.
Okay,
It's like where you,
'cause-
you trade in the golden skulltulas.
Okay, I think I got that far because for me, like that game never really clicked for me. Like every time I ever tried to like start a new game, I just like got lost and had no idea what I was doing. And then out of frustration, I would just stop playing the game. But I know that overall, like most people really adore that game. So yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better game to start out with.
What I remember is it was either Crash Bandicoot. These are both at my neighbor's house because I didn't thing I personally owned was a Game Boy Advance, and I know for that one for a fact that one was Pokemon Crystal.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a
that's
good
a good one.
Yeah,
Good one.
Pokemon Crystal was the shit. But for my first game, I always went to my neighbor's house, as I explained a couple times on this podcast before, and it was either Sonic on a Dreamcast or Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation.
Crash, that's a good one.
Yeah.
If
It's like I'm pretty sure a memory I have is that like my brother stepped on the console of the Dreamcast console, and it like broke my neighbor's console. Like I swear that's a memory I have.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I swear. I should like because like I still live next to the neighbors. I should ask the dad if that was like actually a thing or if I'm just making that up.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes we do tend to
I
fabricate
swear.
memories. Yeah,
Yeah.
if we can get the scoop on that, that'd be great. Get the final story.
Yeah. I'll reach out to him. Other than that, I don't know. For sure, it was one of the first ones. But yeah, I think my uncle actually, he came from Germany and he bought me this Pokemon Crystal.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, Pokemon would be a great one to start
And
off.
some Pokemon Crystal were definitely my first like.
This topic is going to be a special one. Well, we have two more special ones. Both of them include guests. This first one's going to be from our first guest ever, Mikey Double D Doherty, Cheeks Jr. himself, Cheeks_Jr. on Twitter and probably Instagram. I don't know. Is he on Instagram? Find that out. Yeah, we talked about what games we're excited for in 2018, and again, somehow we ended up talking about Death Stranding, which got pretty weird because how can you talk about Death Stranding without getting weird? I won't spoil anything. That's all I got to say about that.
It just gets me so excited thinking Detroit. God, PlayStation's killing it, man.
God, so
A
just
Days Gone, Last of Us 2.
well, Last of Us is gonna be a while, but so this is actually
Oh yeah.
speaking of The Last of Us, this is probably a good segue into my topic. So I want to talk about. So we've kind of touched on the games of this year. I want to talk about what games are you looking forward to most next year, but then also what games are you looking forward to most in the far-flung future that we don't have cemented dates for. So for me, next year, definitely my number one is Red Dead Redemption 2, and just simply because like I love Rockstar, but like GTA 5 didn't really do it for me. I prefer historical or escapist settings rather than contemporary ones. We did a topic on this earlier, but I love the Old West setting in Red Dead. Can't wait to get some more of that. And then in terms of the far-flung future, Cyberpunk 2077. That is by CD Projekt Red, who worked on The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is my game of the generation, and I cannot wait to see what they have else on a new IP because they've been working on The Witcher since 2007. Yeah, I just cannot wait to see their next game. Just knowing
Game
that
of the generation. Those are some big
yeah,
words.
Yeah, no, The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games ever of all time. No game is as good as it is for as long as it is. But yeah, no.
Interesting.
Can't wait to
Hot
see
take.
can't wait to see what they do with a new world, because so far all we've seen from them is the Witcher world. So put them in a completely different setting. I want to see their crazy fucked up writers go ape on a new setting.
Yeah.
What about you, Eli?
Yeah. So,
Or sorry, you can go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take it. Yeah, go, Eli.
Okay, cool. 2018, I gotta say, Spider-Man is my number one.
Cannot wait.
Absolutely. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, so a game of him done right. What more can I ask for?
The Arkham,
what more can a guy ask for?
The Arkham Asylum.
What, you
of
didn't like
Spider-Man.
Web of Shadows, Eli?
I didn't like Web of Shadows. No,
No,
wait.
no, I like Web of Shadows.
No, Shattered Dimensions. That's the one that I liked. That was the last good one. I think Micah will disagree. He likes Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think he platinumed
He
it.
doesn't get an opinion.
What
He doesn't
the
even like
fuck?
Homecoming. He can go fuck off with Spider-Man. Like, his opinion does not
How the
have any weight.
Fuck does he like the Amazing Spider-Man game and doesn't like Homecoming?
It doesn't make any sense. He's like,
No,
it's
Micah,
so
fuck
boring.
you. I'm glad you could make this podcast.
Yeah, Micah, you couldn't make the podcast. We're gonna roast you. Yeah, no,
Man.
it's appalling. It's appalling.
Yeah. There's no getting to that guy on Spider-Man.
It's incredible. I don't know why those games are just like the Amazing games, the Amazing Spider-Man games. Like, I just look at them and just like they're just so like lifeless. Like, why did you put so many hours into it? But he's like swinging around apparently.
Swing's got to be fun. The new Spider-Man looks like swinging is going to be fun. I hope.
Absolutely.
I can't fucking wait.
Insomniac, mechanical, just gods. They know what to do.
Yeah, after Sunset Overdrive, like movement is, I don't know. They've got me hooked.
I'm gonna be real. That game sucked.
Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah, this is a bad game.
Get out! Oh, it is not a bad game. It is.
I didn't like that game at all.
Okay, I like the story is like cringy or whatever, but like just the way it felt, was fantastic to me.
Even that, I didn't like how they did the combat system.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I know I'm in the minority, but I did not like the movement in that game whatsoever.
grinding on stuff and jumping off
Yeah.
stuff.
Not fun.
Flying.
Cars were like trampolines. Not a fan.
Yeah. No.
Exploding teddy bears. Man, love that shit. Sody
Weapons
pops.
were cool.
Weapons were cool. Very creative. Very referential.
Classic.
Very
Pop
Insomniac.
culture. Very Insomniac. What was the dude, which was like the bowling ball launcher? Big fan.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Lots of pop culture.
Sorry, Eli, I
references.
keep cutting
Alright.
you off.
No, you're good. 2018, besides Spider-Man, I'm actually really excited for Days Gone.
I hope it hits next year.
I hope so too, because I need, if Last of Us doesn't come out for, I don't know, 5 years or whatever, Days Gone I feel
It will
like
not
is
be
gonna
5 years. It better not
scratch-
be 5 years.
Last of Us is 2019 for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about that.
I'm Dollars and Donuts is gonna be 2019.
It's going to be 2019 delayed to 2020.
I think
Yeah.
early 2019 delayed to late 2019.
All right, we'll see.
Like that's how sure I am and how far in development they are.
All
I
right.
think we're all a little fooled on how far in development they are. But I think I could see them. Like I said, the 2019. I think it's almost a lock. So I feel like Days Gone is gonna kill themselves if they don't get out in 2018.
Do you want to do a pizza bet? Because I have a pizza bet about Kingdom Hearts with Matt right now.
Dude, I don't know if you know who I am, but I win bets that I make.
Okay, so
I'll do a pizza bet with you.
all right, so I bet that it comes out.
Throw down.
So this is going to be like a several year one in the making. Write it down somewhere. But yeah, Last of Us 2 is not coming out until 2019 and will get delayed. Or until 2020.
Wait, I said it was coming out. in
No,
2019.
no. You said it's coming out in 2019. I misspoke. It is going to be. They're going to say that it is 2019. It will get delayed into 2020. That is what I am saying. Locked it in.
I think there's a chance of that, but I really think that they're gonna get it out in 2019.
I hope they do it. I hope I'm wrong. I want that as soon as humanly possible.
All right, pizza bet, dude.
Pizza bet. All
I
right.
remember this.
Contract.
Write it down.
Twitter.
Post on
Confirmed,
Twitter.
I'm a witness.
Post on Twitter. Yeah, we
Make it
have Eli as a witness. Written in blood.
Don't fuck me on this, Eli.
I'll try.
I'm coming after you, dude. I'm right across the bay from you.
Yeah, this is a real life. Like, I could get fucked up.
Yeah, there's like
Your life is threatened.
I'm untouchable, but yeah, Eli is not
No
untouchable.
one wants to go to Boise.
Yeah, no, I mean, people need to stay out of Boise. Too many Californians come to Boise. I don't appreciate it. People don't know how to drive.
Too many Californians come to California.
Yeah, too many Californians in general.
There's just too many Californians. Yeah. No. Is the driver's ed just shit over there? Because like none of them know how to drive.
Yeah, I passed. I don't know how the fuck I passed.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was just a PowerPoint.
Seriously? Wow. All right. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Personally, tangent. Days Gone.
Tangent. Days Gone. Yeah.
Did you like Golden Abyss?
I did not play Golden Abyss. I don't
correct.
even own a Vita.
You don't even know the Vita. We talked about this. Just wanted to. I was thinking like, what else did they do? Golden Abyss.
You wanted me to say it again, didn't you?
Yeah, just for a recap.
Admit my shame.
No, it's not shameful. It's the worst Uncharted.
Play Resistance Retribution.
That was on PSP?
Yeah, that's another game.
Yes, that was a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. No, okay, first of all, I want to go back to what Noah just said. What the fuck? Did you say Golden Abyss is the worst Uncharted game?
Golden Abyss is the worst Uncharted game. I just don't like the tapping, like in all the
Okay, I get
gimmick
that.
stuff.
I get
That's
that.
literally,
But it's better than one.
if you took out all that crap, yeah, it'd be better than one. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
I love all Uncharted. I'm not saying
I
it's
take
bad.
back my anger.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like it's pretty neck and neck. I just don't like gimmick stuff. I don't like motion controls. I don't like to scratch off maps. I don't like to blow on things. That's all.
You don't like the ball and things, dude?
I like how he has get back to that later. He has a backpack though. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ties it into The Last of Us. That's the link. That's the link between the two universes. Is the backpack. Sony Bend.
Yeah, Sony Bend, Days Gone. I honestly, I don't have much hold on to Sony Bend besides I played Resistance Retribution back in the day, like 10 years ago now. But I just like find myself thinking about it a lot, and I just put up the trailer on my TV and I just want to play it. Like the gameplay trailers where you can like the different choices, I just watch them side by side. I'm like, what would I do in this situation?
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna surprise people. Like people are kind of like lukewarm on it now, but like it's gonna be really good. I feel.
Well, I feel like people are thinking of it as another zombie game.
Yeah, just another zombie game. It's like it's obviously doing some pretty unique stuff with like just the horde mechanics and just the open-ended open world gameplay.
Yeah, I think it's really going to surprise a lot of people, and I think that it's really going to be Ben's coming out party because I think they're the underdogs in a lot of people's minds right now, and I feel like they're going to come out and surprise a lot of people. Hopefully, who knows? I could be eating my words in a year.
Also, just like the idea of traversing on a motorcycle is appealing to me.
Yeah, it's a dope day. Dope idea.
Also, just Star Killer. What's his name?
Star Killer.
Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer. Shout out to Sam Witwer. He's pretty.
Is that this the guy that voiced Star Killer?
Yeah, voice and likeness, and now he's Darth Maul.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, he's Darth Maul.
He's Darth Maul in Rebels.
Interesting.
Yep.
You know what? Just stop with the Darth Maul stuff, Disney.
You know what? I gotta agree. I second that. Fuck off with the Darth Maul stuff. He's dead.
He doesn't need robotic legs.
Well, guess what? He has
spider legs.
You can't do anything about it.
Giant like
George
bird
Lucas
legs.
Fucked up by not making Darth Maul the villain in the prequels.
They tried to reverse that.
You already said the prequels are canon, so you can't bring him back like this. Just leave him alone. He's dead.
You know, have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He learned.
Interesting.
Is it?
He learned how to cheat death. So I mean, it's not too ridiculous.
God, that's honestly probably one of the best pieces of dialogue in the third episode.
It's the best piece of dialogue in like the prequels, I'd argue.
Well, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But you don't like sand? You didn't like the sand?
I fucking love sand.
That's probably one of the best scenes in cinema, honestly.
I just love it that like anyone who like tries to do an impression of it like does it better, like without even trying. That's how bad it is.
Making fun of it,
or like
it's better.
Or like
the actual thing.
Benedict Cumberbatch was like, "This is real dialogue. Like this actually happened." Just the actual bewilderment at it. You know, I love sand.
Fun fact: Star Wars Episode 2 used to be my favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh my gosh, kids are stupid. No, I used to love them too.
Clones, dude.
Dude, clones are dope, but they're dope in Clone Wars and the supplemental EU stuff and Star Wars Republic Commando. But
Okay, first of all, clones were dope in episode 2. All right, that's not the issue.
They were the only dope part. Besides them,
Did
all
you not
being
like the
CG.
battle genosis? Because that was the dopest part.
I lump clones in with that. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. Just that whole situation, all kind of in a pot. It's like, all right, you got your clones, you got your sand, not the Anakin sand, but the Geonosis sand. Like that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Jango Fett. Have you played? I assume you've played Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Such a good game.
Big fan of Bounty Hunter. That was like
I'm such a big fan.
that cemented Jango as like one of my favorite characters. And then he went out like a bitch. But
Dude, all the old Star Wars games, like the PS2 ones, I had all of them, and I played the shit out of all of them. Even the one vehicle one. Do you remember that one? I forgot what it was
the
called.
Clone Wars.
No.
It was just called Clone Wars.
No, was it?
And it was all tanks.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff?
think it might. Yeah, it's all tanks and like ships. Yeah, I played the shit out of that too.
How do you feel about Masters of Terrascasi?
Which was that?
That was the PS1 like Tekken style fighting game.
I do remember that. I do remember playing it. I don't really remember that much of it, so I'm just gonna say it was a good game.
I fucking love that game. It's real bad. Like you look at it now, it's real bad.
I like Star Wars Episode 1 on the PS1. I thought that was a fucking rad game.
Jedi Power Battles. What's up?
Jedi Power Battles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plo Koon, man.
Yeah, Plo Koon, he's a G, dude.
My dude.
My dude, Plo Koon. That, and then the Episode 3 video game too was rad.
I remember it being rad. I remember the
Bounty
multiplayer being rad too.
Oh yeah, that was the best part. That was the only reason I liked the whole game.
Oh,
Was the duels
like
that you did.
the main game had like these like the turret sections were just abysmal, so you just get ripped apart. Yeah, that's all I remember is the versus mode and the turrets being terrible. What's your
versus mode was so good though.
What's your like number one favorite Star Wars game?
All time?
Yeah,
Star Wars Battlefront 2, like the first one.
Yeah.
solid. Yeah, it's not.
What if I was like Star Wars Battlefront 2, the one that just came out?
Yeah. It's like real apologist. over
I
here.
love that 501st story, and I sunk so many hours into it. And then
501st.
after that, I really like Force Awakens too, or not Force Awakens, Force Unleashed.
I did too at the time. Story
Yeah, I'm
Really
sure if I go back and play it now.
really messed things up. It's like, well, if he wants Palpatine dead, it kind of makes the conflict at the end of Jedi pretty strange. If you wanted him dead the whole time, it's like I don't know. It doesn't. It just kind of. It's George Lucas being George Lucas. That was one of the last things.
At the time, it was dope.
Yeah, no, totally. It's like
I haven't gone back and played it since then.
I can tear down a Star Destroyer out of the sky like this is the coolest thing ever. But I'm trying to think because I want to say KOTOR, but mechanically,
Sorry,
it's
I
not my
just
favorite.
derailed this podcast, man.
No, this is
I
what it's
apologize
about.
in advance.
It's what it's about. It's conversational.
It's great. It's Battlefront 2, Noah. You can't say anything else.
In terms of time commitment, yeah, it had to be Battlefront 2. I'm gonna say Battlefront 2 because fantastic.
Yeah.
Just
my man.
God, that story was so good too.
Yeah, the just transitioning from the like the Clone Wars
Eras
all the
and,
way
like,
up to being Stormtroopers. Yeah, that was dope.
Which still doesn't really make that much sense because Stormtroopers aren't clones.
Well, there's
So that
the
part didn't really
501st
make that
was
sense.
the 501st were clones, and they were really old. And then actually, I think it's been retconned like most of them died in the Death Star explosion. So don't know how they quite got up to the second Death Star, but it's a game. Like even like just the short little cutscenes and like the snippets of dialogue from like the main narrator, like that was more compelling than Battlefront 2 EA's whole
And
story.
let's talk about Coyote Mundi and how he was the best hero in that game.
He was pretty good. I
Agreed.
Also, Mace Windu, I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, God, that game. Man, I could just talk about Star Wars games all day, man.
Yeah, that should be its own topic sometime.
So many good memories.
Also, Jedi Outcast. So KOTOR, Jedi Outcast, Battlefront 2. I'm gonna say the, Trinity. Jedi Outcast, best lightsaber combat, and really good shooting, and puzzle solving. It's like a classic shooter and a really good Jedi game.
You guys remember that?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was about to say. You guys remember that the plug-in game, Star Wars lightsaber game? Where
with
it
like
comes
the
with the little
actual
training
lights.
ball?
With that, yes. Holy
The training
shit.
ball? Yeah.
I
Holy
played the
shit.
shit out of that too.
That's a deep cut.
That's a
That
throwback.
is a
Yeah, that's it.
deep cut. Wow, I got that for Christmas. We were up in like a cabin somewhere, and then like they had like a TV and set up. So yeah, I was just doing the Jango Fett lightsaber thing for hours and hours on end. It was the coolest.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything else that were in it, but I just remember the lightsaber thing.
I gotta tell you what, I don't even remember that part of it. I just remember how much fun I used to have with that thing.
Yeah.
It was like the shittiest game ever, and I played the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like Jango Fett. Like he would like shoot lasers in like a pattern, and you block it, and like like I'm so fucking cool. And then yeah, man,
Good times, man. Good time.
there was also a episode 3 plug-in game that had a really fun like it was the intro to Revenge of the Sith with the Jedi Starfighters, and it was just kind of like
yeah,
I know exactly what
you know
you're
exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
remember that too.
Yeah,
Another
with
deep
the
cut.
controller.
Yeah, with the Darth Vader controller.
Yeah.
Shout outs to that game.
Yeah, I remember that.
I played way too much of that game.
They don't do shit like that anymore.
No.
It's probably a good thing, but man,
Yeah, no more shovelware is luckily pretty much.
Yeah, now we
all
have
mobile.
amiibos.
Yeah, we have amiibos now.
yeah. Fucking goddamn amiibos.
Not a fan.
They're starting to make a comeback with the shovelware shit because there's a VR headset that's like Star Wars only that they like
Oh.
sell at Best Buy,
Can it let me
and it's
have
only a Star Wars
lightsaber?
game.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I do this with it? Can I?
Mhm,
I mean,
yep.
I might have to go pick that up just to relive the
Yeah.
the shitty memories.
Super expensive, but it's like it reminds me of the thing that we were just talking about. I forgot
Yeah.
what the fuck they called it.
I have no idea.
The Jango Fett game,
Yeah,
but it's like that in VR and probably a little better, but
I
it's
hope
just
so.
the Star Wars game, so you're paying
'Cause
for just the Star Wars game.
that was what like literally like 2005.
Yeah.
Must have been.
Shout out to the iToy too. Never forget.
Ooh, yeah.
Never forget.
PS2 era iToy.
Ah, so good.
Man, now I'm just like remembering like all these shitty Star Wars games.
So bad. There's so many of them.
Super Bombad Racing.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
You never played Super Bombad Racing?
That's a deep cut.
I don't think I have.
There was so many Phantom Menace games. It's like a
was.
kart racer, but like all the characters had like giant heads and they flew
Wait,
in like
yes,
little
I did play
spaceships. Okay, yeah.
I did play
You
this.
did play that. I'll say you're missing out.
The
Another
word Bombad just threw me off.
yeah. I'm not even gonna try to do a Jar Jar voice. Great game. I also really remember fondly the pod racing game on PS2. I never played the N64
yep.
one, but
That's what I was
I
gonna
remember
show.
really enjoying that. I think good and bad ones. There's just, I mean, I don't want to think about Connect.
Really good Star Wars ones. Lego Star Wars.
Oh, one of the best.
Let's just put it out there.
The complete saga, fantastic. Played that game so many times. I played the I played the Mos Eisley level alone like probably 24 times.
Yeah, I remember those games when they had like two separate games.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like, what is Lego game? Like, this is stupid. Like, what is this gonna be?
So good though. And then
It's
like
so
the
good.
first one was the prequels and it would take place in that one fucking bar in episode 2, which is so weird though. It would take place there.
Yeah. I just exploring like all the nooks and crannies. It was like the Peach's Castle in Mario 64. It was like a very limited, but it's like the amount of time just exploring that little area was just incredible. And then the Lego Star Wars 2 was of course the original trilogy, and it took place in the cantina, and that was awesome. If I remember correctly.
And you have like all the characters just walking around. Everyone you've unlocked, you can
just
just like
walking
start
around.
Did you guys
Almost
play
said
the
Racer
Force
Boy.
Awakens Lego game?
I bought it. I haven't played it yet.
A little bit. I like the shooting
Jesus,
mechanics.
how long ago did you buy it?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I thought you bought it like on launch and it's just been sitting in cellophane.
No, it was like $7.
I want to try it out.
I like what they did. They kind of made it like a cover-based shooter in like the combat parts, which was kind of interesting. It has some good ideas, and it kind of retreads. I just don't like the trend of the Lego games having the voices from films. Like, I just feel like the charm was lost by adding voice acting.
They did that? Oh,
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah,
They did that with like Lego Batman 2, right?
yeah. They started with I think the first one was Lord of the Rings, and then it was just downhill. Yeah, Lego Batman 2. It's just such a shame. It's like I remember like the moment of when Lego Star Wars 2 of, the I am your father, and it's like Vader having to like pantomime, like put out a picture of Padme, like, and then like pointing. Yeah, it's like so much personality there.
I
The
like
finger
it.
and the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. The finger on the whole thing. It's hot.
I love it. I love like how they told stories just through non-voice. Like it was just miming things.
It was great.
I gave it a charm that
A charm that it just does not have, despite the gameplay being objectively better now. Like, it's such a shame. Like some of these Lego games now I would have loved as a kid, but now I just like having like the big open world, like the Marvel superheroes, like having the whole big New York City. Like I would have adored that as a kid, but now I just kind of want the more simplistic structure of the old ones and no voice acting. But times are changing. There's a Lego game for everything now.
Yeah, times are changing, boys. Times are changing.
Anyway, what was this topic originally?
What you're looking forward to?
Yeah. Lego Star Wars 2.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a
The
pretty
original trilogy.
baseline one, easy to jump off from.
Real quick to jump into your topic, to actually answer your question.
Yeah.
It was Star Wars or the Star Wars. Spider-Man.
Visceral's dead.
Yeah, Spider-Man and The Last of Us 2, which
Solid.
I'm just that's my answer.
Hug your PlayStation.
I think that's enough said.
Yeah, enough said. You don't even. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Too many good games on PlayStation. Great time to be PlayStation fans.
For real.
Also, second runner-up, Death Stranding. I'm like basically like you are a Star Wars fanboy. I am a Hideo Kojima fanboy. Like very apologetic.
I couldn't give two fucks about that game.
Really? Oh man.
I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Me either.
I don't even think Kojima does, but whatever. We're just gonna keep going. Like, oh yeah,
I want it. It's
awesome.
so deep. So much symbolism.
Hopefully, I'm probably gonna play it. But
the trailers they connect, and that was definitely on purpose.
This is too much work.
Nah.
Yeah, maybe. There's definitely maybe in there.
Even Kojima didn't know they did that.
Yeah, it's like,
He's like, oh shit.
That was
that
was the dream the whole time. Also, none of this is real. It's all a simulation.
I would laugh like so fucking hard if that game comes out and like it's not even like pertaining to anything that they showed.
I wouldn't put
like
it
it's
past
not even
him.
like the voice actors or the characters or anything. But like everything we've seen are side characters.
Yeah, they pull some next level riding shit with us.
Side missions.
Man, that's some high profile side mission characters. You got, I can't remember his name right now.
We'll talk about, dude. You don't know.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. Thank you, Eli. They get Norman Reedus for a side character. That's just one quest, like one-off side quest. That's pretty impressive. But we'll see.
You just have to find his baby.
We know literally.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you think like it's a very central theme to it, and it's like no, it's just one little one-off thing. Like you don't even talk about it again.
Yeah.
Where's my son?
Baby? Help me find my baby.
I don't know why. Eli has put like a really bad impression on me. Where sometimes I hear things in Mark Wahlberg's voice, and I just imagine putting Mark Wahlberg in that game and just how much it would change.
He's the main character. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
If that happens, that might be the last straw.
He's a big Kojima fan.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, they're buds, dude. They smoke them. Those nugs together.
That's incredible. I mean, if he keeps that off of Twitter, because he's basically in love with Mads Mikkelsen. So if he's got a secret fling with Mark Wahlberg on the side, like that's some juicy news.
I just want to see the amount of acid fucking Kojima fucking takes.
He doesn't need acid though. That's just how his brain works. So I don't
think he does, dude.
You don't think so? It's just a lot of acid. All right.
He just sets and trips, and he's like, "Baby, oil, whales, Norman Reedus."
So the tank is gonna have an octopus strapped to it.
Yeah.
God,
it's all gonna work together.
Drug visions.
He's got a crazy, beautiful, horrific, wonderful brain, and I'd love to talk to him one day with the translator and just pick apart his creative process because I'm fascinated by that man.
Yeah, that'd be a good interview. Fascinating.
It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, seriously.
I just wake up from a heavy sleep and write down whatever comes to my mind.
Yeah.
and go back to sleep.
And go back to
Hibernate.
sleep. Yeah, he has like a chamber. He just
What if you asked him that? And you're like, hey, what's your creative process? And he's like, I do a lot of acid. Like,
I'd be like,
psychedelics are like
Thank you.
what helps me write.
you gave me my
And then you'll remember me.
yeah. It's like you gave me my favorite games of all time. I'll allow it. Man.
All right.
Shout out to
Well-
Kojima.
Yeah.
Our final segment is from episode 19, featuring Snowbike Mike, who I'm so upset I missed this episode because just hearing his beautiful velvety voice live in my ears would have been such a treat. But, you can tune in to twitch.tv/Snowbike Mike and watch him stream. He does PUBG, Fortnite, I think mostly PUBG. That's what I've seen him do. He's just a great guy. This topic was about his morning routine, like his morning ritual, and God, you give it a listen just because of his voice. You could listen to this man say anything and be excited about it. Check this one out.
Your boy Snowbike Mike has brought in the topic of the day. I have 3 options, but I want to talk about this, guys. I woke up this morning and I have this dialed in morning routine. And I want to ask you guys, my morning routine, am I doing it wrong?
Okay.
So I live 2
go.
blocks away from work. I have figured it out
I'm excited.
that I can wake up 30 minutes before work. I can shower, shave, feed, walk the dogs, and make it to work's door within 30 minutes. Probably even 20 if I'm really pushing it. So I want to ask you guys,
dogs?
am I doing it wrong? Like, should I be taking 2 hours, an hour, or am I doing it right with the minimal time and extra sleep? Let me know, boys.
You know what,
Damn.
Max, you're a real adult. Let us.
Yeah.
What is he doing here?
Come on, money bags,
That's-
Max.
That's crazy. You do all that and walk the dogs in 30 minutes?
I have a set routine, Max, where I wake up and I am moving, baby. 5 minutes shower, 2 minutes to brush the teeth. I got all my clothes ready. I get the dogs harnessed up and we're moving and we're right back. Like I said, work is close, so I got a little advantage there. But am I doing this wrong, Max?
Damn.
I don't think so. Obviously, you have a nice routine going.
I mean,
The walking
Should I be
crazy,
waking up
but-
2 hours, making
And
some
you get your-
toast, watching some ESPN? What do you think, boys?
I mean, if you're making it to work on time, like you're not fucking up. That's kind of how I look at it as.
I'm just fixated on the walking the dog
Wait,
thing.
how
It's
many,
like,
how many
yeah.
hours are you sleeping?
Yeah. How
I
many?
mean, I'm sleeping 8, 9, 10 hours. I'm sleeping good
That's
for sure.
okay, so
That's a lot of fucking sleep.
that's actually
Yeah.
normal. You just don't sleep enough.
See, like I sleep. Micah and I,
Okay.
we don't sleep long. Like we're up at like 6.
Yeah.
I sleep too
Easily.
long.
So
I sleep 12
Jesus.
hours.
I'm
Excellent.
still getting over the 8 to 10 hours of sleep because like I
Yeah.
run fine on like 5. Like I'm ready to fucking go in 5 hours of sleep.
I usually get
Oh,
like
no
6
way.
to 7.
Jealous.
So
Oh, I'm cranky. Anything under 8, I'm cranky, boys. I'm mean. I'm ugly. I'm uptight.
See? I
so
don't
then I think
know.
then I think that's your answer.
Yeah.
Unless you go like to bed
doing it
way
right.
earlier, you're not going to get the 8-9 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So therefore, you are maximizing your sleep efficiency and your whatever morning routine, walking your dogs. It's also
Yeah,
nice.
'cause let's say if you're waking up, 15 minutes early and you're cranky the rest of the day, like that wasn't worth it. Like you should be rushing and walking your dogs and whatnot, because that's how you operate. Whereas for me, like, yeah, I need to wake up hella early to do all my things. I mean, even then, like when I think about it, yeah, I only give myself like an hour in the morning. I guess that is kind of a lot, and I'm not doing too much. Like
Does that include your commute time to wherever you're roofing?
see, like most of my commute time is usually like a half hour to work.
It's mine.
So like
Wow.
I'll give myself a half hour to get all my shit done in the morning, you know, like fucking make my lunch and all that shit, you know, put on my clothes. Because I mean, you know, I live up here in Washington and it's fucking cold right now. So I'm wearing at least 6 layers of clothes. And it takes like a good like 10, 15. Yeah. It takes me a good 10, 15 minutes to put on all my clothes. Like, it's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I got my long underwear on. I got my work shirt on top of that. And then I got my long sleeve work shirt. And then I got a sweater. And then I got another sweater. And then I'm not even talking about what I'm wearing, you know, down south or whatever. So I got my my long johns. And then I got my my sweats on top of that. And then my work jeans. And I got to put my socks on. And then my boots. And then my work hat. And I'm ready to go.
Damn.
But yeah,
That's a lot of clothes.
That's wild, Micah. You know, I want to
Yeah.
ask you something. You know, being a guy out here in the cold as well, up in beautiful South Lake Tahoe, battling the winter freeze, I actually feel, you know, I'm not doing it wrong because I'm just a madman, Micah. So all I wear is dress pants, no long johns. I got Nike shoes on. I put on a small long sleeve t-shirt and a jacket, and I'm out there shoveling snow, freezing to death up and down the gondola.
what the fuck? How are you doing
So you're
that?
doing that wrong. That is what you're doing wrong.
Oh my god.
Especially if you're out there shoveling. Like, come on.
And how cold is it there again?
Oh man, it's like 20s in the daytime. It can be below 0 sometimes at nights.
How the fuck
and,
are you doing that? I don't
You know,
see.
the team looks at me and they're like, "Man, Mike, you're purple right now." And I'm like, "No, that's just my tan." And they're like, "I think you're cold, Mike." I'm like, "No, that's just my tan. Don't worry about it."
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
So you might be possibly like freezing to death. But you're just too stubborn to realize it. You're like, nah,
I'm
fuck you.
stubborn. Right.
I'm
The
naturally
cold,
purple.
cold ain't shit. But oh man, yeah, I didn't realize you shoveled snow for a living. Because I was about to pull out the riffing card, like, oh, I'm on a cold ass roof, you know. But yeah, fucking, you have to deal with snow. Yeah, no, thank you.
You know when he pulls
So
off the
cold.
roofing
No, what about
card.
you, man? What's your morning routine, homie?
You talking to me, or who talking to?
Noah,
Oh,
what's your morning routine? Or
so-
maybe pre-work routine. What do you got?
So my pre-work routine, kind of similar to you, honestly, minus the dog walking. I try to do as quick as possible. 45 minutes, pretty much. So
Damn.
yeah, but that's I don't want to say you're doing it wrong, but I'm just very impressed, and it makes me want to do better. And do
Well, you know,
things-
you guys saw it. I got the 2 beautiful pug dogs next to me, Steph Curry,
They are
Clay
beautiful.
Thompson, Splash Sisters. So I'm lucky. I got the baby dogs that don't want to walk much.
oh yeah, that's also a good point. You don't have to do much. Just like walk down the stairs and like, all right, we're done.
Go outside in the snow. Oh, we don't want to be here anymore. Let's go back in.
That was a great
We turn
walk.
right around.
Great walk, everybody. Yeah, no,
Oh, God.
I'm pretty quick. I like to have all my clothes and stuff planned out as well. Just get a bust out, little quick shower, brush teeth, all that. All the
quick
good stuff.
showers.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say you're doing it wrong because you know everyone has their own regimen,
Mhm.
and as long as it works for you, why not? I'm just more impressed than anything.
See, I'm trying to get over like the shower in the morning bit, because like I shower at the end of the day after I'm
No.
all nasty and dirty.
You get
I
nasty and
can't
dirty
do that.
sleeping too.
Mike,
I know,
I'm
but, like,
showering
I'm gonna
3
be-
times a day, baby. I'm clean, dog. I'm showering all the time.
That's the life right there. I wish.
Why
I could.
though? It's like for me, like the worst part of the day is trying to get into the shower at the end of the day. I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to do this right now. Like I'd rather just lay out on my bed all nasty. You know, it's just too much fucking work right now.
Oh, I love it.
You're doing that wrong. So you got to shower, man. It's the
The
best.
only reason I do shower, okay, at the end of the day. But like, if it was up to me and I didn't have to worry about cleanliness, like fuck it, I'm laying on the bed. I don't care if I'm dirty.
Yeah, that's if there's
But
anything that needs to be changed, you got to be enthusiastic about the shower. Learn to love the shower.
Okay,
It'll love you back.
I'm trying to change that. It's just, you know, taking all those layers of clothes off is a fucking hassle.
You can almost say you can make that a New Year's resolution.
How?
Just say, you know, I want to love showers again.
Okay, because I used to love them. I remember I'd always use showers as like a way to burn time. Like, oh, fuck, I really don't want to do this homework assignment. I'm gonna go take a shower.
See that,
I do that every time. I don't know why. Like, fuck this essay. I'm taking a shower.
see that I can get down with. I appreciate
Yeah.
that a lot.
And then like afterwards, I'm like nice and refreshed. Like, okay, I can make my fucking thesis right now, or I can write my fucking final paragraph. Like, I can do it.
It was just this one paragraph that was really. the
Yeah, it
problem.
was really fucking irking me.
Yeah.
Like, I did not know how to wrap this shit up. I don't know.
Think about it.
It's funny how I always use my shower time as like think time, or
Yeah,
more
just
as
do that
like
again.
okay,
Go back to those
Oh,
days.
I will. I'll go back to the procrastinating days of high
Right-
school.
No, not procrastinating. Just think of it as like just a think tank for you. Just
The think tank.
Get your ideas sorted out in your brain because I know life is busy.
Of steaminess.
Yeah.
A shower for me is used to get clean, of course, but to wake up, like
Yeah, for sure.
I do it in the morning to wake up, like, because I don't drink any caffeine of any sorts. I don't drink any soda anymore. I don't drink any coffee. I don't drink any like black tea or whatever. I literally just drink water. So the way I wake up is just having taste at 6:45 in the morning. Like,
Yeah, because I'll go to my local gas station and get like the highly caffeinated coffee in like the biggest size they have. And then like I'll down that shit as fast as I can. And that's how I go. Like, okay, I'm fucking pumped. I'm ready to take on the fucking day right now.
I'm with Max
Like,
on this one. I don't drink any caffeine of any kind. Never have. Just never been interested. I mean, not in the morning at least. Like I'm a big tea drinker, but that's always like late afternoon. Like chill down drink. You know.
Wow, boys. I'm like Micah. I mean, I get myself one of those 12-ounce Frappuccinos in a glass, and the moment I pop that thing, it is like 2 gulps. Like, gulp, and it's gone. And I'm whipping that out the window, and we're moving.
That explains a lot, and that kind of motivates me to start drinking frappuccinos. Kind of.
They're a good time. Okay, you get that fucking caffeine buzz, and you're on top of the world.
I don't want to be
And the
reliant
sugar.
on it. I don't want to be reliant on it. Yeah, and I don't want to have too much sugar because I
See,
already
like
have too
I-
much sugar.
Well, just go and get a plain black coffee.
I can't do
like-
that. I'm not
Okay,
down.
See, like I can fucking drink coffee just straight. Like
I've tried.
to me,
can't.
it tastes amazing. I don't know. It's kind of an acquired taste like beer. Like it tastes like shit at first, but you get used to it.
If it tastes like shit at first, you probably shouldn't drink it. That's what my mantra is in life. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like I don't
But,
got
I don't
time
know,
for
it's just-
acquired tastes. All right.
I mean, you just have to do it when you're an adult. Like anything to keep on going.
I've gotten
Even
listen.
if it
I've
tastes
gotten this far. All right.
That's true.
I was about to say he's calling you out. You're not an
Yeah.
You're
adult.
doing great.
I mean, if that's what I have to do to become an adult, I guess you got to do what you got to do sometimes. I'll have to suck it up.
I'm doing it wrong as well.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah.
I'll call it out the non-adults.
Sorry, man. I'm a little wee baby face. Look at this. Oh, so much skin.
The baby face.
Yeah, no, Mike, you're not doing it wrong. In fact, you're probably doing it better than anybody. You're getting all your stuff done in that amount of time.
Yeah.
That's admirable to me. Anything.
I'd say you're really proficient with your time. Like you have to have this done in a certain amount of time and this done in a certain amount of time, or else fucking it's all messed up. So you've got it.
boys.
Yeah, you got it locked down. Like
Yeah, you got locked.
that's something to aspire to. So
Well, that means a lot, you guys, because I was going to come here with the topic, getting ready to take some notes, maybe change up my game plan, wake up 2 hours ahead of time. But
Nah, you good.
if y'all think I'm doing it right, I'm going to continue on the path.
Nah, you good. Yeah, just double down.
Yeah.
Double down.
do whatever makes you happy. You got it.
All
As
right.
long as you're making it to work on time.
That's right. That's really what matters at the end of the day. And those dogs are getting their little morning pug walk, which isn't very far, I imagine.
Hell yeah.
This has been Volume 2 of Gridlife Digest. Hope you enjoyed it. There's much more to each episode than what I just clipped out, and there's plenty more episodes than just the 5. There's 5 more. Make sure you tune in next week for just, normal, regular old scheduled podcast. Head over to gridlifedigest.com where you can get everything all in one package. You got your podcasts, articles, Videos, we got gridlife.com/store. We have a store. I don't know if that link takes you there, but we have a store, and you can get there through gridlifedigest.com. So check us out, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. You'll never miss a topic. Have fun. We break them out now. We're doing big things. 2018, year of money moves. I've been your host, the San Francisco Treat, Eli Shaw, and I hope you enjoyed Grid Life Digest Volume 2. See you again for Volume 3.